G'day! In today's video I'm opening up an Infinity X10-GTX1650. This particular one has had a BIOS flash that has kind of failed. It still tries to start, but I want to open it up and see if it's a programmable BIOS. But the main reason for this video is to open it up and take a look and see what can be upgraded for you guys. So right now for me, that's not my intent, but that's what I'm going to be showing in this video. Nothing to do with the BIOS, nothing to do with that kind of side of things. But let's see what can be upgraded in here. Infinity is one brand I haven't seen too much of. Looks like they're using a Clevo chassis, just purely going by the font of this writing. And especially by the keyboard design on here, which is extremely familiar with the Clevos I've had in the past. Or Metabox is what they typically called in Australia. I have seen some of these laptops available, or Tom Fang, I think, is the other producer of these kind of laptops. There you go, where you have to buy your own Windows product key with most of them, as it's not embedded in the BIOS. If you open this up, there you go. Fold it to the back, lifts up. On the other side here, see, not too much there. And here we have what can be upgraded. So the actual upgradability on this, I don't mind at all. Very straightforward, very standard. Still currently on. Disconnect the battery before attempting any upgrades. I think I found what I'm already looking for. We have a wind bond BIOS right there. Anyway, as you can see above the Northbridge chip right here, that 8-pinned chip right there. Or in here, looks like here we could install a 2.5-inch hard drive, be it an SSD or whatnot. Nowadays, if it's just purely get an SSD, don't bother getting anything else otherwise. Sadly, oh wait, as I say that, we have the adapter right here, which looks like it runs to the other side of the main board. So what you should be able to do is grab a couple of screws, screw it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and the hard drive should be able to slot into here and connect up. So it did look to be hidden and out of the way. I was curious if that was going to be it here, but I think there might be a backlight connector for a keyboard. Put this back on. As you can see, we have above here, we have 2 NVMe slots. This one here, which has got an XPG NVMe drive in there, and there is a slot directly above it available for another. The screws are conveniently already installed in there, as we can see. So look in here, we'll take out the screw. Actually, we'll do that on the other one. Even the install instructions there are pretty darn decent. Take this screw out of the way. We can lift it up just slightly, wiggle it out, and we've removed it. So this is an SX 6000 PMP 512 gig. It's a little notch down here that corresponds with the notch on here. That slots into the groove at a 5 to 10 degree angle, as it mentions over here, and push it in. Once it's in, should be right to put the screw in from there. Does make me happy that the screw for the other one is already there. Most companies don't put it in there. And if we look over here at the RAM, we fold this up and have a look and see. Get that out of the way. We have none in here. We're missing 1 stick of RAM. This process will be running fairly gimped, running in a single stick of RAM. If I pull the 2 latches out here, the RAM will lift up. Lift it up from there. And we have 1 stick of RAM. Not sure if that's the date, 26/6/20. As we look here, we have a single DIMM of DDR4 2666 8 gig model. So with that, even though it's running at a fairly low frequency, it is running a 10th gen processor, which I believe only handles up to about 2666. I don't think they crack into 3200 megahertz. If you were to replace it, a stick of crucial 3200 megahertz or 2666 megahertz at matching size. So if you got 8, get another 8 and put it in over here. If it's 16, get another 16, put it over there. Having 2 sticks of RAM or both RAM slots occupied usually increases gaming performance by roughly about anywhere from as low as 2% up to potentially about 20%. So it's definitely worthwhile, especially if you've got low memory as well. How we go about installing this is pretty straightforward. All that we have to do is, once the computer's off and the battery's disconnected, we should be able to line up the RAM with the little notch that's already there. So we see you have a little notch just there. We're going to line the notch up with the RAM there. And at about a 35-degree angle, push it over the top, push it in so the gold pins disappear, and then just simply push down. It should click, and these 2 tabs should go over the top of it. That's all you have to do for the RAM. Very straightforward. And if we have a look over here at the Wi-Fi, we have a removable PCIe 1x Wi-Fi card right here. It's an Intel variety, I'm not sure which one exactly, as it is covered up by that sticker. And its removal and install is very much the same as the NVMe drive. Single screw, disconnect 2 antennas, and it should pull out from there. It only fits in one way. And lastly, while we're looking here, if you do damage your charging port, the motherboard will have to be removed to replace it. It does look kind of like an older Zeus charger. And over here, I'm assuming that's the screen connector running down here. So once you've done your upgrade, you should be right to reconnect the battery once more and proceed on from there. Won't be able to upgrade the graphics card, won't be able to upgrade the processor as they are soldered onto the board. And once you're done, you should be right to put the bottom cover back on, pull it over the back first, it covers up over here, and then pull down. There we go, and with that, proceed to put in, using a Phillips head screwdriver, all the visible screws from there, and you should hopefully successfully upgraded your Infinity X10. Hope this helps, and see you later. Bye.